So you want to know how much it costs to maintain and operate on a daily basis for an entire year on a lifted F-150. Let's jump right into the video. All right, so first we're gonna talk about the gas on the truck, and then we'll go into maintenance, and then we'll go into insurance and all the other things like that. So number one is gonna be gas. Now, gas is pretty expensive on this truck because it's a 36-gallon truck, number one. Number two, the gas mileage is not good because it's a lifted F-150. And so when I first got the truck, the gas mileage was about, I would say 17, 18 miles on average. So that's city and highway combined, but now it's more like 14 or 15. So if you just do like a standard commute, maybe 30 minutes to work, 30 minutes back, right? On a week-to-week basis, you're probably looking at over $100 a week. So we'll just round it off and we'll say $100 a week, and you do that every week for 52 weeks in a year. Boom, you're already at $5,200 already for the year in just gas. Not to mention that's standard 87 octane gas. That is not premium gas. Premium, you're probably looking at over 6,000, but we'll stick with the 87 because that's what it calls for. So $5,200 for gas. Number two, insurance on the truck. Now this truck, I always pay it in full. I do that every 6 months, the insurance on the truck. So I do get a small discount, but if you're looking to insure a very heavy vehicle, you're probably looking, and like this is all depending on like your accidents and your tickets and everything you got, but we'll just say on average, we'll just say like $200 a month to insure this F-150. Now mine, since I paid in full, it's about $150, but most people can't pay it in full. So we'll say $200 a month, and maybe you have a little bit higher coverage than I do. But that's kind of like standard, I think, $200. Some people pay $300, but we'll say on the low end, $200 a month. If you have like a somewhat higher deductible and a little less coverage, and then you are basically a good driver and all that. So we'll say $200 a month for a whole year, $2,400 a year in just insurance. Let's go into oil changes. So oil changes on the F-150 are so expensive. This truck takes 8.8 quarts of oil, a ton of oil on the 5.0 right here. And so when you really break it down and you're doing 5,000 mile oil changes right every 5,000 miles, you could probably go 5,000 miles every 2 or 3 months. And so we'll say every quarter you're gonna have to do an oil change, and the oil change is gonna cost you $80 to $100 every oil change if you take it to a shop. So we'll say $100. So you do that every quarter, you're looking at another $400 a year in just oil changes. All right, now this is where it gets pretty crazy. The maintenance on the truck. So let's say every year the maintenance, and that includes like brakes. Sometimes the brakes, you're gonna have to change out the brakes, you're gonna have to change out the cabin filter, the air filter, maybe the brake fluid, transmission fluid. It could be anything that's happening. It could be anything throughout the course of the entire year. So we'll say with all the maintenance required, we'll say another $1,000 a year, just for like the random things that just kind of you have to change throughout the year, like serpentine belt or your brakes, or like I said, cabin filter, the air filter, some kind of fluids, washer fluid, like just all the regular stuff they need to do throughout the year. Now you're not gonna have to change it every month, and you're not gonna have to change your brakes every year, but overall, when you add it all up, it's about another $1,000 a year. Now we're gonna go into some mods, because you're not just gonna drive around in a stock truck, right? You're gonna add some mods to it. You're gonna get some new headlights. You're gonna get some new wheels. You're gonna get some stuff for the interior and all that. So we can budget. Let's just do like $300 a month for mods, right? You're gonna do some LEDs. You're gonna get some new internal cool leather seat covers, right? So $300 a month for mods, because we're not gonna drive around in a boring stock truck, obviously. So we will budget $300 a month, which is $3,600 a year to maintain the mods. All right, and that leaves us with a grand total so far of $12,600, or almost over $1,000 a month to maintain and drive a lifted F-150. And that doesn't include, like I said, anything random. I included the $1,000 a year for just standard maintenance on the truck, but like I said, it could be a lot more depending on how old the truck is and what things are happening to it. But $12,600 a year, which is over $1,000 a month to maintain your F-150. Not to mention the cost of the truck. This truck right now, with 115,000 miles, I could sell it for over $20,000. But if you buy a brand new truck, you're looking at $45,000 to $50,000 for a really, really nice new truck. So it's not just the cost of the truck. Yes, the cost of the truck is expensive, but it also costs you over $1,000 a month to maintain, operate, drive, and mod out the truck. So if you're looking at buying a lifted F-150 or a lifted truck in general, think about all of the maintenance, everything combined, right? Like, you don't just buy a house and then you're like, oh, this costs a house. No, you got to maintain, right? The water, the electricity, the insurance, the property taxes. You got to buy furniture, maintenance around the house, right? So think about the total cost of ownership and the actual cost of ownership for maintaining and operating your lifted F-150. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, leave a like and subscribe, guys. If you're looking to mod out your truck and you want to like replicate the entire mod I've done to my truck, link in the description down below for every single mod I've done to the truck. About 30 different mods. Like I said, check them out, and we'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.